In the morning when I rise, give me Jesus.
Hello again. So have you been contemplating the newness? Maybe you'd seen the newness before, but never really realized that it came from the fact that God has put His own Spirit within you and given you a new compassionate heart. A heart that's full of a desire to know Him. That changes everything. It changes your want-tos. And so, oh my goodness, that environment, that world that you used to move around in, it doesn't recognize you anymore. You're a whole new person, and many of them don't like you. They may even take pot shots at you. Oh, the enemy certainly will. It's kind of like if you were in a crime family, because you kind of were, because you lived in the darkness, and you decided, I don't want to be in this lifestyle anymore. I want to get out of it. And so you decide to turn state's evidence, and they put you in what's called the Witness Protection Program so that those of the mob won't be able to get to you. They hide you by giving you a new everything. Well, that's what we get. We get new desires, new interests, new friends. Everything becomes new because you're not at all who you were, and you need that armor, you need that protection against the enemy. Well, one of the new things that you get in the Witness Protection Program is a new job. So, as you say yes to the Lord, He gives you a new job. And we see that is in 2 Corinthians chapter 5, and starting in the middle of verse 18, 19, and 20. And it goes like this. God, who reconciled us to Himself through Jesus Christ, and He has given to us a new job, the ministry of reconciliation. Namely this, God was in Jesus reconciling the world to Himself. Are you listening? Not counting their trespasses against them. And He has committed to us that same word of reconciliation. Oh, preacher, too much of the time you're not doing your new job. Your new job is to teach people that God is not counting their trespasses against them. Too much of the time, you're trying to get us to focus on our trespasses, trying to get us to try harder to stop the trespasses, when God's saying, no, quit looking at your trespasses. I'm not counting them against you anymore. Oh, we need to see this new job that God has given us. And in verse 20 it says this, therefore, we are ambassadors for Christ, as though God were making an appeal through us. We beg you on behalf of God, be reconciled. You're an ambassador of God. And so it's like you are begging people on behalf of Christ to be reconciled to God. I used to live in Washington, D.C., and up there's a street called Embassy Row, and there's an embassy for almost every major country, and there's an ambassador that's in charge of that embassy. And so if you were to go, for example, to the Japanese embassy, you would meet perhaps the Japanese ambassador, and when that Japanese ambassador speaks, he's speaking for Japan. Well, you're an ambassador for Christ, and He is speaking through you. Be reconciled to God. That is the voice of the kingdom of heaven. Be reconciled to God. I want to take you to Matthew quickly. In Matthew 9, verses 37 and 38, Jesus is talking, and He says this, the harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few. Therefore, beseech the Lord of the harvest to send out laborers into the harvest. Well, you're not going to beseech God to send out laborers if you're not willing to be a laborer too. You have been made an ambassador of God with a message, a ministry of reconciliation. God is begging you, I'm not counting your trespasses against you. Receive my love and step into the newness of life that is yours through me. Now that's our new job. We are carriers of the ministry of reconciliation, ambassadors of God. Contemplate your new job as we walk around in this brand new life. You can't go back to the old life. Why would you want to? Meditate on that today, and we'll talk tomorrow. God bless you.
Give me Jesus. Give me Jesus. You can have all this world, but give me Jesus.